occur in accordance with our expectations. I'm going to start by talking about what is frequently referred to as the drunkard's walk, or simply flipping a coin. This program generates a random number, the average of which is 1/2. The numbers can vary between 0 and 1. And in column B, there are a series of 100 random numbers in between 0 and 1. If the number exceeds 1/2, it's assigned a heads, or a 1. If the number is below 1/2, it is assigned a -1, or a tail. Then a running count is maintained of the number of heads and tails by adding up the 1s and -1s. So, for example, if there's a head followed by another head, then it gets a 2. Followed by another head, it gets a 3. And then, if there's a tails, it goes back down to 2. Those numbers are plotted. So on the vertical axis is the cumulative heads or tails. On the horizontal axis are the number of tosses of the coin. And so now we can see, do things go up and down as we might expect, or do we have trends like this one right here, where there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 heads in a row, okay, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4 tails in a row. I can run this over and over again, and each time I run it, I get a different appearance. And occasionally, the appearance defies all sense of odds. Like here, we have a very apparent trend. My gosh, something must be affecting the coin toss. Well, let's go on from the coin tosses to something else. And that is, what are the odds of an event that only has a 1 in 100 chance of occurring more frequently than once every 100 years? So I've written another part to this program that flips a 100-sided die. And the odds that the side that has 100 written on it will come up is 1 in 100. So now I'm going to flip it 100 times and see what happens. And that is represented by any blue box up here on 1. So ignore the 2 that are there for the moment. I'm going to run this. We get 1. Hey, 1 in 100 chances. We get 1 in 100 cycles. Makes sense. Run again. Oh, we get 2. Run again. We don't get anything this time. Run it again. We get 4. Well, the point is, when you build something so that it will last for 100 years, or that it'll withstand a hurricane that occurs once out of every 100 years, or a flood, or whatever, maybe you need to do a little better if you're really expecting nothing's going to happen for at least 100 years. Because here we have an event that's not supposed to occur more than once out of every 100 times, and it's occurred 4 times. In other words, if we're talking about years, an average of once in every 25.